Hello, everyone. I am here on my own and I will start the show. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Writing Through the Unknown. I'm your host, Michael, and in full transparency, it appears that there's been some confusion or issues with my guest tonight, so we will be rescheduling this episode. And I apologize to everyone, but life happens. And so I'm going to take some time tonight and share what is going on with the show and kind of give you all a heads up as to what is upcoming for the show. Now, I do want to thank all of my guests who have been on in the past and season one and so far in season two. It has been quite the ride, and I have learned so much, and I am so blessed to have such great guests and friends that are coming on and sharing their information with you and me. And so I am hoping and doing my best to keep that going and bringing you 3 episodes at least a month. Sometimes things happen and I end up scheduling a couple extra episodes. And so, with that being said, we will be rescheduling tonight's episode. And don't worry about if you're going to be missing out because it will be announced when we reschedule. And also, there is a bonus episode that only you that are watching the show will know about because I haven't announced it publicly. But this Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to be having an episode with Sean Bond. Some of you may recognize his name, and others may be wondering who he is. So, Sean Bond does readings, and he is very helpful with some of the people in the Secret Space program. But he does more than that, and he has personally helped me with learning where I'm coming from, what's going on with me, how to protect myself while out and about in the astral or in the dream state. And so I am so blessed to be able to bring him on and share his knowledge and his wisdom and gifts with all of you. And we have next Wednesday an exciting guest who I am so excited to have on. Her name is Cynthia Sue Larson, and she will be discussing with us, amongst other topics, the Schumann residence. So hopefully we'll get an in-depth look at the Schumann resonance and what does it mean and how does it affect us on a much bigger scale. And she also has information about Mandela effects. And so we'll get to dive into some of those quite possibly. And the following Wednesday, so that would be the 8th, is Cynthia Sue Larson. And on the 15th, I have a very special guest who just had her first book published. And it's about her experiences in the SSP. And for those who may be joining us late, SSP stands for the Secret Space Program. And I'll be looking forward to speaking with this guest about her experiences and her memories and seeing if it triggers any memories or experiences for me. And her name is Nikki Aubrey. And so I am super excited to be talking with her. So we will again be in touch with everyone when we reschedule this episode. And we have 3 more episodes upcoming. So don't forget, Sunday afternoon is 1 episode, and the rest are Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. And so I want to thank all of you for supporting me on this journey. I am so grateful, so appreciative, and I am so thankful that I have space to share my journey into this esoteric realm and what I've learned. And not only what I'm learning, but also share with you some friends of mine along the way. And I have more guests upcoming, more topics coming forward. And also, I have started, by the advice of Julia Kaman when she was on, that I do a little mini series now on topics that have caught my interest. And so I call it Insights into the Mind of Michael Kopf. It's on my personal Michael Kopf Adventures Rumble page. And it is looking into topics that may come from this show, may come from my paranormal series, The Energy That Surrounds Us, which is on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock Central Time. And you can also catch some of the ideas may be coming from Paranormal Verses, which is 3 times a month on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central Time. Now, I have learned in my journey that I have unlocked a partial memory of being in Montauk. So I do know from my memory that I've either been there, gone through there, or I have a connection to it, because in my memory the only word I saw and heard was Montauk. So to me, that feels like it was my memories letting me know I was there. And so I don't have unlocked any other memories yet. I'm still working on it, and I'm learning new ways to try and unlock memories. So as I unlock memories, I will share them with guests and with you, my audience that's been along with me for this journey. And so I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this journey. And I just want to take a moment and share with you all the origin story of this journey. So, I have always been into the metaphysics and the hidden history and the unknown and trying to find answers. And one of the avenues that I found was listening to people like Brad Olson, Alex Collier, Tony Rodriguez, and a host of others, and attending conferences like the GSIC conference. I have attended one of those, and there I met Brad Olson, and I heard Tony Rodriguez in person, and I got to see Alex Collier receive an award, and Michael Sala sharing his information, and Elena Denon, and so many others there for the first GSIC. And on the way back, I was thinking, how some of the stories, especially Tony Rodriguez, had resonated with me and struck a chord with me and started making me think, maybe, I'm a part of this and just don't know it. And so I sat and with it and kind of thought about it and talked a little bit with some people about it, and it kind of fell by the wayside as I got busy with other things. And in late June, my father passed away, and he always enjoyed hearing about adventures of being in space, or what we do sometimes in space and with the alien races and everything. And so I took and I decided that at the end of July, I was like, he always wanted me to do a series on these topics, and I have a lot of information to share, but I do it better with guests. And so I was thinking, how can I put a show together or a mini series and see if it, it's something people would watch. Well, comes August, I have Brad Olson as my first guest, and I launch Riding Through the Unknown under my main show, The Energy That Surrounds Us, with 3 guests lined up, and my goal was to have 10. Well, along this journey, I ended up with 4 guests, and of those guests, so my first 4 guests were Brad Olson, then it was Arkeem Ra, then it was Tony Rodriguez, then Alex Collier. Now, with having those 4 guests on, I met so many amazing people in the Secret Space program chat rooms and in the community, and I was given names of potential guests. And so I thought, okay, what have I got to lose? You know, so far the show's going well. It's being well received. And it turned out I was able to book guests like Penny Bradley, Mary Beaver, and Angie Dollar, Christy Campbell, and Dolly, not Dolly, who was, but I had ended up with 10 guests. And when I was talking with Angie, and she was talking about doing a reading for me, we decided to do the results of the reading live for everyone on the show to kind of help promote what she does and also to share my journey. And I try to share as much as I can with everyone, and I try to be fully transparent. However, sometimes some information comes across that is very personal, so I do not share that information out of protecting myself and those around me. So please understand this. But I was blessed in December to not only have 11 episodes, but feeling encouraged in the birth of season 2. And so many people were reaching out to me wanting to be guests. And I was like, I got to do another season. And I was just thinking 2 episodes a month isn't enough to help get the information out. So that's where I came up with 3. And so that is the origin story of how I began this show of wanting to share the esoteric world that I thrive in and research in with all of you, and understanding how my life, unlocking knowledge of what's coming and what's happened in the past that's been blocked from me, was a surprise to me. And so that is something that I continue to do with the show. So yes, you are along the ride with my journey into the unknown. And so that's why I call this series Riding Through the Unknown, because that's where we're going. We're going into the unknown to face the unknown and to see what is the truth out there and what are we being misled about. And not only that, but what is our truth? Because what is true for one may not be true for all. And so that is my goal with this series, is for you all to watch these shows and to get maybe a seed or a thought, or something may resonate with you, a topic, and you go research it and find your own truth about it. And I'm just a way shower, helping to provide a point of where you can go to look, who you can ask questions to if you have any. And so thank you all for joining me on this journey, having patience with me, and understanding that life happens, and so cannot always do shows on schedule, on time, that sometimes, life happens and episodes have to be rescheduled or something came up. And so if I have time, I will get another guest if that's possible. So again, thank you so much for going on this journey into the unknown with me. And I am going to end this episode now and just remind you all that there is an episode upcoming Sunday at 3 o'clock Central Time with Sean Bond. And then we're back on Wednesday at 8 o'clock with Cynthia Sue Larson. And the following Wednesday with Nikki Aubrey. Now, if you all want, I can tell you who's coming up in June, as we have 3 guests in June lined up. And that would be on June 5th is Lily Nova promoting her new book. So I'm very excited to have 2 first-time authors on my show and being able to help them promote their books and get to hear their stories and experiences. And on June 12th, Drago Reed will be coming on the show as a guest. And you may have seen him. He has a podcast with Laura Eisenhower and is very big in the community. So I'm excited for that episode. And also on June 19th is John Whitberg. So I have very exciting guests coming for you in May and June. So stay tuned. Follow along with the Rumble page. You can follow along with the etalk.tv. You can watch us live there. You can also hear us on the radio on eTalk Live. And follow us on YouTube. You do not want to miss an episode. And as always, if you are unable to catch us live, you can catch the replay. And the replays are now also available, full video and audio, on Spotify and iHeartRadio. So if you're in your car and you want to listen to an episode, you are free to listen. And I will share with you all the address to find the podcast shows on Spotify and on iHeart. I tend to use the Spotify link more because I feel like Spotify feeds over to iHeart. So, but I will post both. But here is, I'm about to share with you. I will put it on the comments and on screen is the Spotify channel for this show. It is linked with the energy that surrounds us. So if you just scroll through, you will see Riding Through the Unknown Season 2 episodes. Season 1 is also available. So you are welcome to watch as many episodes as you like. And through Spotify, We are also on Pocket Cast, so I will share that as well. I am posting up right now the iHeart channel link. If you want to listen to us on iHeart, and now Pocket Casts. That is the last of the new network locations. Well, not really networks, but places where we air the episodes. So you can catch, if you're not at your computer and you're on your phone and you want to listen to an episode, like I said, we have Pocket Casts channels, we have iHeartRadio, and Spotify. So there are multiple ways to listen to the shows, and do enjoy listening to the shows on any of the platforms. I greatly appreciate all your support with this. And if you do watch on YouTube and Rumble, if you could please do me a favor, because of the algorithms and everything with thank you, Pam. I greatly appreciate that. Like and subscribe and follow on Rumble and on YouTube, because that helps me crack into the algorithms, and the views are appreciated, and it also helps me get an idea of what material you guys are enjoying watching. And so if you want, I am also going to share the Rumble channel here for you. It is under the show name, so I tried to make it easy to find. And here we go. Rumble channel, rumble.com/C/writing through the unknown. But I do appreciate all of your support and all of your following along and learning as well on this journey and sharing information with others. And so I could not really do this without all of you all. So I truly, truly do appreciate and am fully grateful for everything. Here is the YouTube channel for this show. And we did recently get acknowledged as having 100 subscribers to the YouTube channel. So that is greatly appreciated. And I believe we are even close to 100 on the Rumble channel. Let me take a quick look. So we are currently at 92 on the Rumble channel. So share it with your friends and share the information with others. Help spread the word, and that is truly helpful, because the more you share it out, the more people can be exposed to it and can find us for the next one. And my nugget of wisdom for this episode, I'm going to say, is don't let your fears stop you, and don't let your fears cloud your confidence and judgments about yourself, because you are born with divine light. You are born with everything you need to succeed in life. Just need to believe in yourself, believe in what you can do, and rise up above the voices that keep telling you you're not enough, or no one's going to want to listen to you. Because I can tell you that was me almost 2 years ago. I was approached, actually, probably close to 5 years ago, to podcast. And I told myself, I have no voice anyone wants to hear. And so it took me 3 years for opportunity to strike again. And I was so grateful this time that I took the mantle and started podcasting. And now went from one show to two shows this series and a little mini series. And so I am grateful for all the support. And Pam, I will definitely look at joining your group, Serene Divine, and looking at seeing if I can air there. We are limited on the number of places we can air, so I will definitely look into that, and do appreciate you giving us a space to have our shows aired. And so I am going to, with that, say to everyone, you are, well, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. People that help out are always appreciated, and I hope you know I am so grateful for that and so appreciative. You you rock, Pam. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. And so I am going to say good night from Riding Through the Unknown. Thank you for listening to me sharing the story of the origins of the show, what the show means to me, and who's coming up. And so, with that, I'm going to bid everyone a good night, good day, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Make every day feel like a great day. And the best way to do that is to fill your day with love, peace, and joy. And you will always find, with love guiding you, solutions to some of the problems that are coming your way, and help lift you up and lift yourselves up. We have enough in the world kicking us down, so be a force lifting people up, and support each other. Be there for each other. Let your light shine. Let your light shine bright. Woo. Yep, I think that's a sign for me to sign out, because, yep, I'm getting tongue-tied, and that is going to end up being a real interesting show if that keeps up. So thank you all. Have a great night, and we will see you on the next episode of Riding Through the Unknown. Have a great night.